Hey,
We
hey,
live.
we live now. Here we go. Hey, sorry for the delay. Hey, welcome to TAN TV, the African American Network. We have a local feel of global reach. You watching Out of Bounds with me and Marie. Today, we're going to talk about gaslighting in relationships. Marie, I saw this on a one of those TikTok things. So they had it where the guy was talking negative about the women. So instead of us talking negative about me talking about women and you talking about men, why don't we think about, I'm going to talk about some of the negative effects men do in a relationship, how they gaslight in a relationship, and then you can give us the women's side, how they gaslight. Because we know
Can't
happens.
help you with that one because I don't know any women that do gaslighting.
You don't
Like
know
I
any
said,
women.
most of the time the most of the people that get like gaslighted are women. And
You
they
think
use
so?
it as an emotional thing.
Now, I would agree with you on that. I mean, like I said earlier, we'll just, how about you feed off me? Men do.
Okay, well let me tell you this.
Okay, go ahead.
I asked females and I asked men. And
Hmm.
most of the time, even the men said they were the ones that was doing majority of the gaslighting.
And I'm not going. I was about to say I'm not going to disagree with you. The men gaslight about. Who I can give you a ton of things. First of all, they always gaslight about their member down there by their belt buckle, how big it is.
No,
Like,
mm-mm.
like when they get.
See, your definition of gaslighting and my definition of gaslighting are two in totally different
When they
things.
tell me
And
yours.
see, think of it, it's just like I got this friend right now and
Hmm.
her baby daddy. She hasn't heard from him in I don't know how long. So all of
Okay.
a sudden he wants to meet with her and without the baby, but by herself, meet with
Oh,
him because he's trying to reel her back in.
oh, you can't do that. That's not even.
So I mean, and then it's like I said, they using them. They downgrade them, or they get caught in something, and they start be telling them that, well, baby, uh, uh, I was with the boys, or you wasn't doing this for me, so it's your fault. You the reason why I'm doing this. I mean, and practically, it's an emotional blackmail. That's what it is. Emotional
Oh,
blackmail.
I understand that. I understand that. And that's, I didn't, now that part I agree. Because what I would say before, 9 times out of 10, he was just trying to make a play to have fun with her. And
Mhm. Yeah.
I don't know if you see
No,
Jennifer,
he's trying to reel her back in. That's
yeah,
all that is. He's trying to
that's
reel
it.
her back in.
That's
Mhm.
it. Jennifer, she says she agrees with you. Women don't gaslight. Well, now, okay, I'm not talking
Okay, I'm
about
gonna
me.
put it this way: 99.9% of the gaslighting is done by men.
When I'm not going to, trust me, I listen to the fellas lie all the time. And when I was out there doing a little dirt, I lied too. The biggest lie in gaslighting is when you tell a woman you ain't got a significant other, and then get her hooked in them emotions and then break it off. Fellas, that's wrong. I'm just
Well,
telling
they
you.
don't. Sometimes don't even break it off. They just keep leading them on.
Well, and then that's when the problem starts. That's when,
Hmm.
and the bad thing about that, you correct me if I'm wrong. Then he steps aside, and the two women start arguing, and they should be beating up on him, not on each other.
Yes, and that's one thing I would never do. I would never fight another woman over no man. But
Well,
I'm gonna put it to you this way: now, if she put her hands on me,
mm-hmm.
and that's another story. Then she gonna get my hands. But
Okay.
I'm gonna let them know straight up forward. It's not because I'm fighting over him. Because if anybody gonna get punched, it should be him, not her.
Mm. That
Now,
is
unless she my friend and she know that's my man, now that's another story.
well. All I can tell you is that's the kind of stuff that I see men doing, and and as you well know, because we went to the same university, college men do that a lot. I think it's because men are still immature. I'm just going to say it. And I'm not speaking about everybody. I'm including myself in that thing because for a while I was very immature. I was trying to play the field, have have my way and have my fun, and was married. And then you realize that you ain't hurt nobody but the people that you love, and you only hurting yourself because it's not working for you. But I just want to know why do you think men do that?
Well, and then some person said it's not sexual. Just like I said, it's not. It's emotional.
It's
It
emotional.
it has nothing to do with sex. It's emotional. I mean, it's the fact that oh, how can I put it? Like the fact that um you trying to she wants to leave you, but you try to or not or degrade her or
Hmm.
make her think less of herself. I mean, this is it's all like it's an emotional thing. Like I said, it really has nothing to do with sex. It's based on emotions. It's an emotional attack.
Okay, but I'm still trying. As a man, we
Now, see, that's the way you thinking, but really and truly, I mean, if you Google it, it says gaslighting. It has nothing to do with sex. Not a thing to
I,
do with sex.
I'm not talking about sex itself. I'm just talking
Yeah,
about lying. What I'm talking about now in a relationship, gaslight somebody, trying to get them to be emotionally involved, and you really just playing the field. You shouldn't do that. And men do that all the time. And I'm definitely not disagreeing with you. I've been preaching this to the young fellas. I'm not going to say, you know what fraternity I'm. I've been preaching it to them forever, ever since I came about being mature. And that, I'm not going to lie to people out there. People know me. That maturity didn't come because I woke up one day. That come because I almost died. And back in 21, if you didn't, you can ask. I think Denise was on then, but you can sure ask anybody that was on the show or watch the show. I'd be talking and just go end up in the hospital. So, and they still don't know. But the point I'm trying to say is, it took something like that to make me slow down and understand that that's not how you treat people. And for the young men out there, I agree, but you shouldn't be able to do that. Jennifer says gaslighting is always to emotionally manipulate a woman. In the past relationship, men have blamed me for their actions and tried to make me feel guilty for something they did. That is gas. Wow. I,
what you said. I Yes,
that's, what,
Jennifer.
that's what Jennifer said.
Yes, clap.
So
Hand clap for you.
I'm definitely not going to disagree with that, because that's what I used to do, and I brought myself back to reality that way. And the only way you can bring yourself, in my case, it came back to reality. I thought I had to make a change in my life. So for 3 years, I just was by myself. I mean, I had friends, but not sexual friends, just friends trying to work on me. And that's what I was trying to tell the young men. When you do that to a woman, you hurt her, not just in your relationship, you stop her in the next relationship, because she's now looking for some crap that you done in this other guy, and this other
And
guy
this
might.
next and that guy might not be nothing like that person, but he's already don't degrade don't beat her so bad that her self esteem is so bad that she looks for somebody to degrade her or try manipulate or of such matter, or most of the time they even look for that because that's what they're used to.
So basically, since you do have a clinical degree as a nurse, do they get emotionally disturbed by that crap too? So men are
Yeah,
not just.
I mean, people. I mean, it can cause depression. It can cause it. It can cause a mental breakdown. I mean, it really can, because and not only that, it really will start attacking your body. It could cause all different kind of medical problems with your body. I mean, because all of that's interconnected. Your body is like a machine. It's like a machine. So if one thing breaks down, then it's all interconnected. Just like the same thing with somebody might have diabetes. If they don't take care of your diabetes, okay, it can cause you to have a stroke. It can cause you to have kidney problems. It can cause all kind of problems. Just like high blood pressure. If you don't take care of that, it can cause major problems with your body. It's like I knew a guy that was a diabetic.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't take his medication like he was supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Young guy in
Mm-hmm.
his 30s had a stroke.
Whoa.
So, like I said, I mean, emotionally, because of the fact that, like I said, your body is a machine. And if that emotion and if it's not taken care of, and then you could just let it just build up and build up, it like I said, it can cause mental stress.
So,
Stress weighs on the body, and it can cause medical issues.
so when you basically talking, what you're basically saying to the fellas who not understanding what she's saying is stop the bullshit. If you don't tell a woman or feed her any manipulation, as what Jennifer said, you know, blame her for emotional mayhem to you because you out there doing something else. Take ownership, fellas, in what you do. That's all I can say. I mean, I got 3 daughters, and I try to listen to what Marie says and understand what Marie says from a man's point of view, not from a woman's point of view, because women already know what's going on, fellas. So you have to jump in there and be straight and listen to the woman and listen to Marie and women like me and what I just read Jennifer said, so people can understand that it's just not a plaything. You could actually hurt somebody that commits suicide or something. And when you messing with their when you messing with their
Messing with their emotions.
yeah, but when you start messing with them emotions and they start feeling bad about themselves and all that, you
Oh,
fellas,
then you might get the opposite. You might get the opposite effect.
yeah, they might come after you.
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm not laughing, but I'm laughing about the story I'm about to tell. So my Kisa's auntie is a nurse. She was in emergency, and she told me this story a long time ago, and it stuck in my mind. This guy was doing that cheating, gaslighting, or whatever you want to call it on his girl. He woke up with his thing super glued to his leg. He ends up in the emergency room, and they couldn't get the solvent to release it. So the only thing they could do was get a scalpel and shred the thing. Marie explained shed a whole Marie explanation shed a whole right on the new topic. You're right. Marie is that's right there what Marie is saying to you fellas is hearing it from a woman that's medically qualified and mature. So if you're not understanding what you're doing to these young ladies and fellas, if you're mature and you're doing it to an older woman, you might get your stuff super glued to your leg. You never know. You never know. And you know what? My frat brothers, and not just my frat brothers, all the fraternity men in college thought they were players. Okay. We might have the name, blah, 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 but everybody was doing it. And you have to remember, you think back to why you meet them girls today and they look at you like they hate you because of the emotional thing. That's emotional. And I'm not pushing the blame on y'all. I'm pushing it on myself because I've been there. I've met some of my old friends from college and high school, and boy, they was like, all right, what you going? Every word came out of my mouth. If I could say hi, and I was lying. So that doesn't just go. And the thing that I did understand is that it carries on to other relationships. So when those women go into those relationships, they already got their guard up. This could be a perfect guy for them, and then they don't
Mess it
trust.
up.
They
Don't mess it up because of what someone else did to them before.
so
Yeah.
that right there is probably the best thing that ever happened right now in these shows. Marie sitting here, and she and Jennifer are talking about what it really is to be on the other side of gaslighting, because all you see is she gets mad and you go, oh, what the heck, and you move on to the next woman. Women
Mhm.
are like us. They got real emotions and stuff, and you just have to understand that. And I'm not telling you that because I'm trying to be uh, marriage counselor or relationship counselor, even though that's what my degree's in. But what I want you to understand is that you have to understand that your actions, no matter how mild they are to you, when you go back to your boys, you laugh and all this, that can scar that woman. It can get so bad that she catches you and tries to kill you. I've seen women go after men's cars just because their car was an emotional, their value, and them women went after their car, not because they didn't like the car. They went after you.
Because the man valued that car more than he valued her.
There you go.
Yeah.
That is crazy. But since
Just
I'm glad,
straight up, I was never one of them people.
oh,
Was never
well,
one of them people. I never scratched the car, never put sugar in the tank. I never done none of that.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I didn't do those things to women. I would sit here and be lying to you. First of all, I want to say hello to hi Marla, how y'all doing? If you got a comment, put it in. Hey sis, Elaine, how you doing? I mean Ellen, how you doing? Elaine, how you doing? Send some comments in. I got my Facebook up. Type it in there if you want to. Now I do have a question. It's kind of on the subject, but off the subject. But I didn't think you were going to be here. I thought you might be working, but since you're here, okay. Now I know where I get my information from is not reliable, but the guy's supposed to be a doctor, a psychiatrist, and his other friend was a medical doctor, and they said that if a woman has sex, has multiple partners, even though it could be years, some of that DNA is still inside them from those partners, and that's why he explained that that's why you can have this was the white guy. You and your wife are both blue eyes, and then you have a brown eye baby, and it's because something like that. Do you is that real? I don't know if that's just a TikTok thing, so I'm asking you, is that real?
That I ain't never heard of that before.
Oh,
But all I know is that a lot of times it's just like my grandson,
mm-hmm.
my oldest. He was born with blue eyes.
Well, he in trouble now.
No,
No, I
but
don't
the thing of it is it's like if you go back and through your family,
mean. Mm-hmm.
because my grandson got traced from different family members,
Okay.
and that's
Okay.
where his eyes came from family that's gone, past and gone.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So it's not even that; it's a fact that it could come back, could go back from generations before that.
that is true because Keisa, the one at Austin P, Keisa
Hmm.
had twins. My generation, me and my brothers didn't have twins, but my dad's mom had twins. He had a twin that obviously is his brothers. His brothers was twins. So that's how the generation continues. I was just wondering because they was on this binge, and as a man and as a former, I don't want to say that word, bad man, I just didn't believe that every time you had sex with a different woman, you left your DNA with her. I thought that from what I understood in biology from Dr. Noel at Austin P.
I ain't never heard of that. That's I mean, but
It was
then
just
again, they coming up with new studies all the time. So, but I've never heard of that. I wouldn't. When I was in nursing school, I was not taught that.
I'm just Jennifer says, when I had enough, I just walk away for good. And guess what? They always come back. They bet not, girl, I'll get you. But yeah, they do. Men are like that. Men are
Mhm.
like that. You know,
It's like I was just talking about my friend, her baby daddy.
mhm. Just keeps
Dropped out
coming.
the trying, and that's what he trying to do. So you know what? She seeing somebody else. So this is what I said. I said, well, he said not to bring the baby. Take the boyfriend with you.
I don't know who watching, but I have to say this later. But I agree with you on that one. I always think it's best to have your current relationship you in if you
Mhm,
have to deal with your ex. Because
mhm.
if you don't have your current one there, and you like most men, including myself, have a shady background. Anything can come out of that conversation, and boom, there you go. Now I got to explain 100 stuff that I didn't even do.
Mhm.
Got to explain it. So I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
I don't understand why we play with your emotions. I'm talking about, I'm a man. We play with your emotions, and then after you get tired of it and move on, as Jennifer said, why do we come back? Why? You already damaged her. Why would you go back? That's what I help.
Because he knows that he can. Majority of the time, they know that they can. They know that she gonna take him back. They done that much damage to her that they know that they can come back.
Okay, so
I
I'm gonna
mean,
go.
I see it a lot, and like I said, I see it a lot, and I can't see it. I don't see being treated that way. I really don't. I don't see it. I mean, like I said, I know one situation right now. I just don't see it. I
Yeah,
don't see it.
I feel, and I had always said that if I ever,
But they come back and they tell him, say, baby, you know, I was wrong. I didn't mean to do it. You know, I miss you. Please let me come back to you. I love you. And then she's just like, oh, so
now my second question is that his fault or her fault? That's
huh?
if that my question.
In my opinion,
Yeah,
because of the fact that she let him come back,
yeah.
it's her fault.
So now here again, I'm a bounce off your medical knowledge. Is that what happened to the young ladies that was on in the Epstein's file? Do you think, because that one girl said she was abused and abused and abused over, but she was so young she didn't know if it was wrong or right, but she stayed.
Because of the fact that she was young
Mm,
minded. And these
okay.
older men doing this to her, what do you expect? She wouldn't know no better.
Hey Angela, how you doing? She said, hey my peeps. Well, I agree with you. I just when I
So, is there some comments on there?
Yeah, Angela just said hello, peeps, and I was reading what Jennifer said when she says, "I just walk away for good," and I guess what? Guess what? They always come back. So that's the latest comments. I see them at the bottom of the screen on my phone, so that's how I see them. But I'm just I'm not naive on what I've done. It just surprised me when you try to apologize. It's hard. It's hard. They don't want to hear it. And I'm gonna tell you, especially if she's a strong woman. Oh Lord, Jennifer called that narcissism. Okay, all right, because I see you nod your head. Explain to me why it's called narcissism. Okay, I understand what narcissism means, but why, when you try to go back to a woman, it's called narcissism? I can see it costs a lot of things. Maybe on a man's point of view, he missed it, or maybe he was lonely. But I still think he should tell the truth, not go on there with, oh baby, baby, baby. Hey, look, I missed you, or I've been between relationships. Can we do a little bit of something? At least you honor.
Because he's not gonna do that. He
Yeah.
like that power he has over that woman.
Okay. 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 Because I'm relating this to the as you talk, I'm relating it to the Epstein stuff. And for y'all who don't know, yeah, I googled my name a couple of days ago, and I was on the watch list. So I don't know what that is. Okay, Angela said, once the trust is broken, move on. That makes a lot of sense too. That makes a lot of sense. If you're gonna move on, move on. That's what I say. But I'm trying to get this thing to work. Do you? Oh, what the heck happened? Do you agree with Angela,
Yeah,
Marie?
yeah.
Okay, yeah, just making sure. I'm trying to get this thing together over here on the other side so I can see what other people are saying, and I can't. I didn't
Cause
pay the.
religion, re, re, uh, Denise said she said commenting, but you're not reading it.
I can't see it. I don't see the nieces. Let me see.
He
The
said
la-
it's on Facebook.
I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to work on now. I'm trying to get it to move over, but every time I hit the button, it won't move. So I don't know. I spent money trying to get my computer up, and this other Jennifer's computer asking me a question. I got to go through the other phone to get, so I didn't have time to go back and forth. I'm sorry, Denise. Uh, Text it to Marie.
That's what I told her to do.
Okay, now we got some. Because all I got on my Facebook thing is I got 14 comments and I'm trying to kick them in, but it ain't opening it up. I don't understand it. So, oh no, that's just Jennifer stuff telling me to see if there's more down at the bottom. Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. Okay, my cousin here. Use a problem. Okay, what's up, Kevin? That's my cousin. And my sister said, hold on, she said, I'm trying to go down. She said, I'm trying to come back now. Oh yeah, on the first date. So that must mean in each on to each its own. Yeah, I would bounce on them too.
Hmm.
Because Trump needs replacement. He does need replacement. I agree with you one bit.
What are
And
we talking about, Trump?
I'm just reading all the comments that was coming up. And then let's see.
Oh, okay. He talking about that Epstein files.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what she's talking about. And then
Yeah.
Jennifer, I think it should be a disclosure on the first date, if not before. I think men should tell women what's going on. I mean, if
Yeah. I
if
mean, thing of it is, like you said, people on. Okay, I'm like you said, if you're on a dating website, you got out there what it is you're looking for.
keep talking. My
And
phone.
they're supposed to be matching you with the same people that are looking for what you're looking for. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm not dating just to be having sex. I'm dating because I'm looking for something long term. I'm looking for a long term relationship, not just to have sex with somebody or one night stand or a side piece. I'm better than that. I'm not none of that of nobody's. And I tell people that a lot.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. I agree. I just think that, and I'm going to say it. It's not a certain age of men that do that. I
It's
don't.
all ages.
I don't think. I,
It's
now my
all ages.
Now, ladies that's listening, and my cousin Kevin, answer this question for me if you could. What can a man do to improve his relationship with himself so that he doesn't have to go through this gaslighting on some unsuspected, must be beautiful woman in him that is trying to find somebody to live the rest of their life with, or at least have fun with?
Oh no, you can't even say that. You can because even the and a lot of the times gaslighting come from a lot of the guys that think they are God's gift to women.
Wow, that's that's real. That's so. Why do men think we're God gifts to women? That's
Mm,
I mean,
I don't know. I had back when I was in college,
mhm,
and I was at this club, and this dude he came up, and I've been dancing a lot, so he came up, he asked me to dance, and I said, "No," I said, "I'm not right now," and he said, "You don't want to dance with somebody look as good as me?"
whoa,
I was like,
mm.
"Who told you that?" He said, "My mama." I said, "Well, she lied."
Lied, yeah, but that's what mamas do. That's what mamas do.
I mean, he was nice looking, but for him to tell me that though,
Well, that's because he's cocky. I mean,
exactly,
that's exactly what he is, and I think
exactly,
I and I don't think a guy like that who has the confidence gaslights. And I say this
yeah, you
because
do.
but because he knows he can get some. Why he got to gaslight a woman, tell all these lies, get her emotionally attached, and move on.
Well, he could tell. Well, look, they can, they
You know,
do it.
I just thought it'd be the he
Because even
confident.
though he might be what look good on the outside, don't mean it's good on the inside.
That is true. That is true. That is true. So it's kind of like a
So
hit and
like
miss.
I said, if he walk around cocky like that, and unless that woman girl just wants to have him,
Hmm.
then when he opens his mouth and says like what he said to me, they would tell me right there, no, not for me.
That's just wrong. That's just wrong. And I say it's wrong. I'm not talking about this Terry. I'm talking about Terry in the past, because Terry in the past thought that kind of stuff too. Now I'm not gonna lie. I was bow-legged. I didn't have no gut. I had a little bit of muscles. I thought I was cute, and I had hair. So I thought I was cute. And I guess back in that time, that what I was doing, we thought it was macking and playing. It's actually gaslighting when you hurt a woman emotionally, and you should.
Hmm.
And when I look at my daughters, uh, and they go through relationships, not recently, because uh, all three of them are strong women, and I know two of them got a gun. One of them is married. So all I can say to you fellas is don't mess with them, because you might end up missing something. But God, I just wish I could put a handle on it so that fellas would understand. Sometimes, and this is part of the conversation, sometimes when a woman sometimes just want to have sex too. Now, I'm not going to say that's bad, because then fellas will go out and say, oh, she's easy. No, she might just want to have some. That's okay, because she's the controller of her body. She can do what it wants with her body. You can't control that.
They
But,
don't know that's what they're trying to do.
well, I just said they should tell the truth. I mean, if that's all you want, you never know. You might be able to get somebody to go, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm just out here looking for sex. That
Yeah,
that's all I want.
that's all I
I
want.
mean, I'm sure there's some of them out there, some women out there that's looking for that same thing.
So I mean, and they that way, nobody gets hurt, nobody mostly get hurt, and you can move on, do your thing, and have fun. But I tell you what, 9 times out of 10, when that does happen to a fella, he's on the other end of that emotional roller coaster, because that woman rocked his world, and he's trying to catch her every day, and she is pushing him away, pushing him away. I've talked to a ton of my frat brothers and young men when I was in the Navy that that had those issues. They got turned out by these women, and they couldn't quit. So I understand that they were emotionally disturbed. We just teased them, because I was young then, so we just teased them. But they was emotionally disturbed. I always go back to
But
this guy. Go ahead.
but the thing of it is, did the woman tell them that all they wanted was sex? Now
Yeah,
you know.
yes,
Okay.
yes. And sometimes,
So she was being honest, so that really wasn't gaslighting.
and the bad thing about it, sometimes one of my friends would do it with her, and then 2 or 3 weeks later, another one of my friends that didn't know they did it, didn't know who she was, did it with her. And then they like, oh man, they like, man, that's the kind of woman I want to marry. And I'm thinking to myself, wow. So, ladies, I'm not saying withhold sex from your man, or if you need it. What I'm saying is, sometimes when you rock a brother's world, he will come by and hunt you down, because I can only think of one guy in my entire life that.
Somebody said for to stop flattering yourself, Terry.
Okay, who said that? Was that Denise said that? No, no. I just tell it, Denise. It's a different conversation for another day. But, but what I was saying was, I only knew one guy in my entire life. His name was Bart. He was on my first submarine. So he was a 6'4" handsome white guy. I mean, and he was.
Man, man, it's dogs.
And he would go into a bar, and women would flock over him, and he would get up. He'd be at the bar maybe 2 hours. He would get up, go back to the submarine, call his wife, and go to bed alone. And he had all these options. And I was like, man, And as a young guy, I was in my early 20s. I was like, what the heck? If I had that kind of power, but I think the power that he had was he wasn't falling for the game. And that, like the men doing the women, he did not.
Mm-hmm.
He became a challenge to them. So
Mm-hmm.
that's something that you young fellas got to think about. Denise, I wasn't that bad. I was a sweet young man. Okay. When
Well,
I
Jennifer, make sure she don't get too close so so she don't get hit by that lightning.
well, them,
Jennifer, get away from Terry because he finna get struck.
okay. I'm waiting for that comment. But yeah, I think that's the wrong. Oh no, that's not a comment. That's something else. That's the wrong thing to do to people, and I just think men should understand that. I mean, I
But
know
no,
that.
he was just what you call it, a strong man
Yeah,
that knew where his heart was and knew what he had at home and wasn't finna mess it up for none of that grass that's green on the other side crap.
you know what? And the bad thing about it, none of us at that age, and it probably still. It may not. Well, I'm pretty sure if I eventually got it in my 60s, I'm sure everybody got it in their 60s. But we didn't know it back then. We didn't
Sugar,
really.
Suge said hi.
Hi, Chooks is on there.
No, Sugar.
Oh, shoot.
Suge said hello.
I'm so glad she didn't bring Suge to her homecoming. Lord have mercy. I don't know what would have happened. Might have got bit or something. But yeah, that was oh Jesus.
Was it?
It, that was too much. I was plugging up my phone again. It stopped charging. I don't know what to tell people. I just think that guys need to understand the emotional side of a woman. And if you have everybody has a mother, and if you have a sister or a cousin or something, I'm sure you
Oh,
got
daughter.
a daughter, then you should realize that what you're doing, if you're still doing it at a certain age, you need to quit. And I think that certain age is at least 21 when you're mature enough to understand what you're doing.
You
And
old
you
enough to drink?
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's face it, we was drinking, I don't know about you, but we was drinking at 17, 18, so that's not something that it should do. But I still think
I
at
said legal.
legal, okay, legal. I still think what Jennifer said the last time she spoke, she said, I think it should be disclosed on the first day, if not before. I think if that's all you want from a woman, or all you want from, if you,
When you do that first phone call and you talking or you arranging or you texting and you arranging that date or whatever,
Mhm.
hey, let it be known what you're looking for.
Now, I'm gonna bring up another thing I was gonna bring up earlier. So this lady was married to an NFL player, and she divorced him because his friend, you must know what I'm talking
Here you sounded like a you're freezing.
about. I see him.
Well, ladies and gents, I don't know what happened, but Terry just froze. Now he's gone. I don't know if he don't made the was that Verizon woman upset again about his internet. I don't know. Okay, Jennifer says gaslighting. Okay, we already seen all that. Okay, so it's just me, and as me and Terry both said, it is emotional. It can drain people. It can cause mental anguish. It can cause mental stress. People, think about that when you're doing this to people. Be honest. Tell them what you're looking for up front. Don't treat people the way you would want them to treat your family member, your daughter, your mother, your sister. Think about that. You wouldn't like it if someone was doing it to your family member. So why would you do it to someone else's? Why would you cause harm to someone? Because a lot of times it just depends on what type of woman you get and you playing at games with them. It could not only cause you bodily injury, it might even cause you death. I mean, you can't play with people's minds and emotions these days. This people not right. People just not right. You gotta understand that this is a whole different world now. A whole different. It ain't like it was when I was younger. Where people, I mean, gaslighting and trying to make you make somebody think one way, or you are doing something and then you try to make it seem like it's her fault that all of this went down, or the fact that you leave and then you want her back, or you tell her if you leave me, ain't nobody else gonna want you. I mean, it's emotional.
Yeah,
It's
I agree. I
emotional.
heard what you said. I don't know why the phone disappeared. I have no idea. I don't know. I am not a tech guy, but I heard what you said, and I agree with you. I just think people, and I'm going to say this because sometimes the shoe's on the other foot.
Hmm.
Sometimes the shoe's on the other foot, and women do it too. So I'm not. I know the percentage of women is a lot small. I can see me now. Marie, do you see me?
Yes, I see you.
Yeah, Marie see me now. England just came again, but oh my God, she's on the other line. My other things keep going. Jennifer just said she can't see me. Let me try it over here. It won't charge, and that's why it keeps going off. And I'm trying to figure out why it keeps going off.
What kind of phone you got?
I got my iPhone.
That's why.
Okay, let's see.
I'm an Android.
You got Android. You
Me
know
and
what?
Denise both had Androids.
Well, all I can tell you is hard. It's very hard to understand
Oh,
multiple
hold on,
people.
wait a minute. I got two messages for you.
Okay. Oh Lord
One of the
Jesus.
messages was Suge would have bit your A Z. And the other message is you lying, that's why you keep getting disconnected.
That's not true. Come on, Denise. That's not true. What it really is my equipment is bull crap, and I'm trying to get it to charge. I got the computer's charging, so I plugged the phone up to the computer and it won't charge. I don't know. Jennifer just came in here and told me that it wasn't working. Let's see what happens there. Oh shit! I
Yep,
don't want.
you gone again.
I know I'm trying to come back. There we go. There we go. The camera
Yeah.
went away. So I was just trying to play with that to see if it'll charge at another port. I just really don't understand. Well, I do understand why men do it. I think it's a maturity thing, and unfortunately for us men,
Mm, 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 mm,
we don't
mm, mm,
mature. We
mm,
don't
mm.
mature with age.
I'm
We
gonna
don't mature
say it
with age.
ain't the maturity thing.
I think it is because I think if you're mature, you understand, especially if you have a significant
So
other.
so what do you consider to be mature? What's the age of maturity?
That's the whole catch. There's no age of maturity. Is when you become mature. Bart did it at 21. I probably did it maybe when did I get sick? Probably 61, 62. That's when I start understanding what I've done to people in my past. And I told myself I wouldn't do it again. So yes, gaslighting is always an emotional manipulation of a woman in the past relationship. Did that just come from the? Oh, that's what you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she said that in the past relationship. Oh, that's what. In the past relationship, men blame me for my actions. Blah blah blah. But
Yeah,
something,
that's
something
Jennifer
else
had
is.
already said that. But
Yeah.
then she said I was 100% on point.
Yeah.
But
So I'm just
and
trying to. Oh,
Denise
there.
says she love you.
I love Denise too. She didn't have them hot pants. I want y'all to know I missed that at homecoming. She didn't have them hot pants on. But now we're gonna take a minute. You was at the thing. I forgot what it's called. When Duck them got their white jackets.
Mhm.
That was sharp. I got to give
The
it to them.
anniversary.
Their anniversary, that was sharp. That 50th anniversary, because I think Duck
Mhm.
them was the initiation, the first actual Theta Beta line. And I want to know, I was blessed to meet all those guys in their prime, and it's just wonderful to see them. Yeah, okay, Jennifer. Yeah, I know I need a new phone. Why get a new phone? It's just gonna. I don't understand how to use it.
That's why she there.
Yeah, today when we do something, she is a technical or needs some thinking about it. And I keep telling her all the time, I don't remember. I can do things physically, but mentally it takes me a minute to remember. And I think that's just pure 100% point. That's age. And thank God that when you age gracefully, you have somebody who can understand what you're going through. But I want everybody to understand that, Marie was 100% correct when she was talking about, and her and every other woman that's made comments that I failed to read and just saw not too long ago. They all know what gaslighting. These are mature women. These ain't no 19 to 25, 30-year-old women. These mature women. And if you understand that from now, I think the best thing that a man can do for any woman is to treat her like it's her sister, or treat her not well. I'm talking about emotionally, not the other part. I'm not getting gross like Donald Trump. But I think that you should make sure that you understand that there are not just toys. They're real people. They're real people. They're somebody's sister, somebody's mother, and somebody's daughter. So just like you would fight for your sister, understand that when you at the club and you talk to these girls, or you meet them wherever you meet them, understand the same thing, that that's who they are. They might not be nothing to you, but they're somebody else. And if
Treat
you,
them the way you want your family member to be treated.
that's what I was going to say. That is 100% correct. I think men need to understand that. And I'm not just taking the bad side of it on men, but I'm just being honest that we're the ones. And you know what? I'm glad you was here, because I think most of the fellas, especially when they deal with a strong woman, try to blame that on a strong woman. Try to
Can't blame me.
try. No, I'm
I
just
accept I accept my blame and my blame only. You go out and do what you do, that's on you. It ain't got nothing to do with
I'm
me.
just I'm just I'm
Uh,
just I'm just being real from the conversations that I had in the past. Is always,
because
well,
they can't talk, they can't handle her. They can't handle a strong woman. So especially a strong black woman, they can't handle it.
and how does a man handle it? Tell him.
I don't, I don't know.
Be
I
honest.
mean, I was married once, a man couldn't handle it, and I wasn't even that mature back then.
So
I mean, it's just like I this at this time, my day and age, I know what I want, and I refuse to what's that? I refuse to accept anything less.
yeah, that's true. You should. You should, because it's
So
not.
gaslighting me it don't work. It
Mm,
don't work.
well, I just tell you that's it. That is it. Because fellas need to understand that, because they don't understand it. All they understand is the fun. They don't understand the pain. And the pain is serious. It's just serious. It's not something that we should toy with, because we
And
do
when it
toy.
come back and bite you in the behind,
Well,
because it will.
I can honestly say that will happen, because you get your
And
car vandalized.
heaven forbid if it's more than one of them, one woman that you're doing it with. I'm
Well,
sorry. Because you might find one that's like
What did
level,
what's
easy
that? What's
going, and then you might find that one that's a hellion.
yeah? Did you remember when they say a scorned woman is a deadly woman?
Mhm.
Right? My stepdaddy, rest in peace, and always said that when you
And
piss a woman,
Denise said the same thing I said, not settling.
that's it. Just keep moving
Mhm.
on
Exactly.
because it's dangerous out there. And if you continue to you continue to do it, you never know what a woman to do when she's at her edge. Just like you have to think about when you were men, you need to think about when you were in a tight spot and you was at your edge. What did you do? That's what they don't think about. They just think about, oh well, it's not me, it's them. But it's all of us. It's all of us. It's them because they put up with it, and it's us because we did it. I mean, no
Each
matter how,
person needs to accept their blame.
yeah, it's two. It takes two to tango. No matter what anybody says, that's what it takes. And if people don't understand that, then it's the truth. That's what's wrong with this world. But just before we go now, I don't know how much time we got. Do you really think Trump hung out with Bill Clinton and did that to him?
I don't know because the way people using AI nowadays is ridiculous.
It
I
is,
don't know.
it is hard. But the funny thing about it is, when they was early this week,
And that's all been on my on my Facebook. I've been seeing
oh
that a
yeah,
lot. Talking about he was jealous of Hillary because he was wanting to be with Bill, and then talking about watch out Monica. And then I seen one where they had him with hair like Monica, and Trump looking like Monica. I said, "Oh my God."
oh, they're really bad. But you know what? He came out early this week when that when the new Congress, whatever she is, to the House came, the receptor from Texas, they swore her in, and she voted to open it. He right away was talking about they need to investigate Bill Clinton. He's always trying to throw. So Jennifer Escobar's a bitch. They're always trying. He's always trying to throw disdirect you on somebody else when he knows it's him. Now, I believe if you in that kind of atmosphere, you have been both ways before, if you know what I mean. If you in that atmosphere where a bunch of naked people just laying down, I had a friend, I ain't gonna say his name. We worked on the railroad together. He said he was at that orgy and ended up doing that to another man. He said, I'll never do it again, but what the hell, it was in front of me. I was like, that's nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty. But it happens. It really happens. And, you know, I'm just, all I can say is I believe that what he is doing, he is actually doing it. I think that he's doing it. I think that all the stuff that they're saying Trump did, he did because we heard him on that tape talk about grabbing by the you know what, by the
Hmm.
kitty cat. So I'm pretty sure he did say all those things, you know. And he is the prime, him and men like him that manipulate children. And the bad thing, now I saw this on, was it Fox News, other one. One of the ladies said at least they wasn't 5 years old, they was 15. That's almost grown in some states. That's a baby.
It's
That's a
still a
baby.
baby.
That's a
Well,
baby.
we had another comment that was written where we was talking about the gaslighting,
Yeah,
and it was said, "Let the man know how you feel or what you're looking for, and if he can't accept it, keep it stepping."
that's true. There's there's nothing wrong with strong women. That's honest. There's nothing wrong with them. I think the problem is with men. Our egos get challenged, and I think that's what it is. So I think if you're in
But
that situation,
okay, so since we was talking about y'all president, and remember when they was always talking about Biden nodding and sleeping? I seen a video of Trump in a meeting
Oh, you know it. You know it. What about at the
doing the same thing, same exact thing that they said Biden was doing,
and the
trying
and
to
the
stay awake. I mean, sleeping.
and the bad thing about him, what did he do the other day? He first of all, he has no vocabulary. He has maybe 7 words to it. Many great, super great. He has no really vocabulary for somebody at the level where he's at. He hates
Supposed to
Obama.
graduated from college.
No, no.
Somebody that was supposed to graduated from college.
He, if he did, he bought it. He bought it.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting at.
He bought if he graduated from college, he bought that degree. That if he paid so much money into that fund or whatever, they just gave him a diploma. I think he's probably the. I don't know. I don't know all the presidents, but I know he's not the best one of all. He is. He did better last time as an idiot than he's doing now. I think he's wrecking the economy. And last week I was talking. You was working, and I said that all these people that the media keeps people apart. They'll say 1 out of 5 black people are on Snap, and then everybody go, "Ooh, that's a lot of people." Then they'll say, "Oh, but 20% of whites are on Snap." That's more people than all black people. Black people only what 37%. So if they got 20%, that's probably more than all black people. And the reason why I say this all the time is that I'm not trying to get justified. I'm trying to get everybody understand. Stop thinking about the hate. Think about what you need and not somebody else don't need it. Because illegal aliens can't get that stuff because they're illegal. And yet still this idiot's talking about they stealing this, they stealing that, they can't get it. And people in the red states, which probably Mississippi where I'm moving, believe that. And you can't believe that, people. You have to understand logic. And if it's more white people, then it's more poor white people. If there's more Mexicans, there's more Mexican poor people. That's just the way it is. That's what happens. I saw a thing today when I was doing some research about houses. It was saying that the average income for a black household, a husband and wife, is like $70,000 a year. Then it said the white family has almost 175. I'm like, where in the hell are they going? Who are they finding? Because all the people making 175 and up are in the same neighborhood. So that's a true gaslighting with the media and all these people do when they put it on the internet. And these people who were not, they like Jeffrey Bodine, they graduated from the 6th grade, and that could be anybody because you got fools in every color of the rainbow. We have fools. And people need to understand that. So when you sitting there and you listening to somebody talking about all the nonsense, correct them. Correct them. Trump said in 17, and this is, I'm quoting, black people was a big bonus. They were the big cause of building this America. Without them, America wouldn't be built. Then, not too long ago, he called them criminals and thieves. You can't be both. You can't be honored and then a criminal and a thief. So all I can say to people about our new president, our number 40, what is he, 40, 46 and 48? Or something like that. 40, yeah,
No, he
yeah.
was 45.
What is he now?
I don't know, but I just know they never called him by name. They just said 45.
He's
And
47 now. He's 47 now. And I think that people need to understand that when you are hateful and don't understand, and you fight for your life. Donald Trump's fighting for his life right now. If he 1 year he's that 17 to whatever, he was like, let the Epstein files come out, let it come out. Then when it almost came out, he freed a girl from prison, sent her to a luxury hotel called prison. And then when she voted to release it, he started talking about getting Bill Clinton. I was waiting for him to say Obama, but Obama wasn't stupid enough to go to those parties. So I don't know what's happening. Producer, give us a message when you're ready for us to get off, because I can see we've been on for an hour, and I don't want to get Tan TV in trouble with us. But let us know. But what do you think about that? Do you think this man knows what he's really doing?
Who? Trump?
Yeah, as Denise would call him, Ron.
45?
Yeah, 45.
45, 47?
Yeah,
Yeah, he know what he doing.
he trying to
Because
get.
every time he trying to keep the public mind off the Epstein files.
That is true. But why does this?
That's what he's trying to do. It's like every time he get ready to come up, look, the death of the little dude that, oh man, nobody better not say nothing bad about him, you know. But he was so concerned about him, he was off golfing and then talking about the ballroom he was building.
You know, they was
Okay,
talking.
ready.
They was talking about Snap, and they
2
didn't have
minutes.
much. Snap. Okay, 2 minutes. They
2
had
minutes.
Snap, but he said that. What did he say? He said the guy said he can he can put $25 billion into the refit of a $100 million jet, $1 billion jet. He wants to sue America for $243 million. His golfing is at $80 million now. What he goes golfing, we have to pay for all that. If he wants to help the budget, stop doing that stupid shit. Stop doing that stupid shit. That's all I got to say. Well, everybody, as Marie just said, we got the word. It's got 2 minutes left, so I'm gonna let Marie say her hellos and goodbyes to her peeps watching, and I'll do the same. And then Marie might see y'all next week, but I'm moving to Mississippi. So,
And I'm gonna tell y'all now, I ain't doing a show by myself because I can't see the comments. I can't connect to my Facebook, so you know.
well, we'll be back probably after the end of the year. I mean, not the end of the year, beginning of next year, in the middle of the month. So we're going on vacation. How's that? That's what we're gonna do. We're going on vacation.
We're going on hiatus.
We're going hyenas. So hey, say hello to all your peoples and goodbye to your peoples. And
Hi Denise. Hi everybody else is watching. We can't see who's watching. So if Texas is watching, hi to y'all. Hi to Memphis. You know we love y'all, Memphis. Y'all have a blessed week. Stay safe. Be aware. And have an awesome Thanksgiving and Christmas. We love you.
Yeah. Oh, funny. So I can't. Look. Hold on. Mississippi and Tennessee, northern part. Now the doggone thing wants to work. Okay, everybody. Hey, I'm just glad you watched, and I hope that you understand when we give you our opinions. It's just our opinion. It's not the opinion of Tan TV. It's just what we believe, and I want you to. If you believe different, then that's fine. We're not here to tell you you're wrong. We just tell you how we feel. So I want everybody to understand that we just want people. I don't care what their color is, where they come from, because we in America, everybody was supposed to be a Christian, but we do so much crime against each other. And I'm not a good guy in the book, but I think you're not supposed to do that. Love one another, not fight one. Now, don't be loving everybody like Donald Trump do. Love emotionally, not the other way. I'm just saying, if Donald Trump was talking to Bill's microphone, that was wrong. But all I can say is it probably happened. So with that being said, America, we'll see y'all in the end of near the end of January. The ladies and I'll stay in touch, and we'll figure out when I'm not getting beat up by moving and buying crap and all that. You know how women are. They can't have something from someplace else. It's got to be spanking new. So if you see me out there on the corner, throw a brother $1 something. Jennifer ain't cheap. With that being said, Thanks for tuning to TAN TV, the African American Network. We have a local feel with a global reach. That was Marie, the nurse. If you need it, she'll get you. And, and me, T-Rex. We'll holler at y'all later. Deuces, take us away, producer.